Presentation.
Yes.
She has the longest name in the newsroom. Good morning, Bumi.
Good morning, Sunday.
Yes, the Governor's Week, which should come your way, will not come immediately, will come some few minutes later. But the first guest platform on the program this morning has this topic: accelerate action for equal and inclusive world for women. And our resource person who is going to discuss this topic is the chairperson of the Nigeria Association of Women Journalists. I'm talking about Comrade Bisola Ariwodola. She will be in the house to discuss the topic. And the second guest platform is having this topic, length and insignificant. And incidentally, we have two guests who will be taking us through that topic. I am talking about Bishop Michael Adekayi and the Reverend John Adeleke, Osun State Camp Chairman. And I want to assure you that the two topics will be very, very interesting and will be interestingly discussed on the program this morning. And it is my pleasure, therefore, to introduce to you our guest on the program. The first guest platform on the program. And I want to make it a women affairs. So let me go to Bumi for the purpose of introducing our first guest on the first guest platform on Saturday morning treat this morning.
Yes, as the world knows that we women, we are celebrating International Women's Day. We are looking at this topic, accelerate action for equal and inclusive world for women. And we have our guest in the house in person of Comrade Bisola Ariwodola. She is Osun Nawaj chairperson. You're welcome, madam.
Good morning. Good morning, sir.
Yes, women, as we all know them, my father will always say women are the same. What you find in this one, you find in this one, in all ramifications. Are women the same?
Women are the same, but we are more skilled than each other. That's the way I will put it. For your father to have said that, he has saying that the strength of women is what can be described as what is different. But every other attribute that you can use to define what a woman is are all the same.
Yes. Celebrating women on a day like this is seen to be worth the while because of certain extra energy that are inbuilt in women. For instance, a professional woman go to work, come back to prepare food for the family, take care of the children, and the second day she wakes up as early as 4:35 to prepare the family again, and it is on daily basis.
Yes.
While men are snoring on their bed, women will be running.
They've done like 1,000 things.
And she
My question now is,
she happens to be the last person to go to bed.
yes. My question is it length? Is it inbuilt? Or is it copied?
How do I answer this? Let me do an analysis. When God wanted to create a woman, I only talk about how God created a woman. The man was put to sleep, and one of the bones of the man was removed to form the woman. And as you know, from outside, a bone is refined. It's very smooth, beautiful to look at, even as skeletal as it is in the form of a bone. But when you look at the strength of that bone, it's very strong. You can hardly, in fact, you can't break a bone with bare hands. That is how God created a woman. It is the way He created us naturally, to look weak on the outside, but to be very strong, to be able to handle all situations. So when I see people ask me such questions, that's the analysis I use. That we are structured in the form of a bone that looks smooth and beautiful outside, but is very turgid, stands and can do all things. That's why we have that strength to be able to wake up as early as 4 a.m., do everything, take care of the house, the children, you prepare the food, you do everything. The husband only stand up, sleep, go to work. The woman also works. For women who are working, you know, the same number of hours that a man uses at work is the same a woman uses. And then she comes back again, the same routine. She makes sure she cooks for the husband, she takes care of the children, and even at night, she even performs her duties as a wife, despite how tired she was. It's because God has created us to have that strength to be able to take in everything that we set our mind to do. That is the clause there. Except the woman decides, no, I'm so tired, I don't want to do this. There is nothing that is not achievable to a woman.
Yes, this year marks the 30th anniversary of the Beijing Declaration and Platform for Action for Women. How important is this day?
This day is very, very, very important because it is a day to celebrate women all across the globe, irrespective of your status, irrespective of your ethnicity, irrespective of the culture that lies wherever you are. This is a day that we get to celebrate ourselves and pat ourselves at the back that, yes, we are doing well. So far, so good. It's always a day to look forward to, because I believe today now, you will see most women flashing the color of the day, which is all shades of purple. Yes. Yeah. So it's a day to show to ourselves that we support each other as women and we love ourselves as women.
Yes, let's go into certain things that we know women in Nigeria for. From the beginning of the world, women have always been trying to be equal with men. Gender equality, that has been the song on the lip of every woman. Do you think it's possible? Well, how do you hope to attain such a seemingly impossible feat? I call it a feat because you know what it involves.
Let me say, it looks challenging, but it is not impossible. It's happening already in the Western world. Gradually, every other nation will key in. So it's a gradual process. So, but in that line of gradual process, it's what we need to do as women to ensure that it fully come into manifestation.
Yes, like today said, this year's theme aligns with what he said the other time.
Yes.
That is for all women and girls, rights, equality, empowerment, emphasis the importance of achieving gender equality. Are we there yet in this country?
And that's okay. He said it generally, but now you are saying
yes,
in this
Nigeria,
country, in Nigeria. Yes. The truth is, we are not there yet. We are not there yet. We are still getting there. Because as it is in this country, not all the female child, the girl child, not all of them has access to education. We are talking about equal right. Part of equal right is access to quality education, is access to health services, skills, digital literacy, and the empowerment of women. We still have children who are out of school, who need to be in school. We still have female children who, because of the culture of where they are, they don't get access to this health service, health attention. We still have women, despite their age, being married and stuff, they are not allowed to work. We still have women who don't know anything about even Android phone, and then we are talking about digital literacy. Someone who does not know how to use a phone, how do you expect such to use a computer? Talk less of having the world in the palm of our hands. And then we have so many things.
Children who are victims of early marriage.
Yes, early marriage. Children who are victims of assault, stigmatization, and so on and so forth. So in this country, we are not there yet. Yes, we may say in the southwest, some are south, to an extent, we are lucky because they are now paying attention to the girl child and allowing them the necessary access to what they need. But in the north, because of their culture and their beliefs that the girl child is not for outside, you can only be seen, but you can't be heard. So that is making it a bit difficult for that to be fully established in Nigeria, that are equal right, equal. And political wise, when we go that way, politically, our men, they still have that belief that the women are only entitled to what they give them and not what they are capable of. Just like we have a politician who have up to PhD in school, we also have women who have up to PhD.
Of course.
But when it comes to the time that they need, they say they will only use women in Nigeria to dance, to campaign, to get the men there. But when they get there and they now share the slot, the women are given, say, like 5%, or from the 35% affirmative that they have been clamoring for. So we understand it. But we are not saying we want to take the center stage of this whole attention, the equal right, the equal opportunities. But then we are asking for consideration. Exactly. That while you were doing this thing, you were not doing it alone. We were supporting you. And of course, it is our right. Human right is woman's right. So it is our right that you also include us in all of these activities and allow right from the girl child to the woman to have access to all these equalities you are talking about. So it's not a battle with the men.
It's not a battle.
It is not. It is not. It is
just asking for.
But for men who are, for some men who don't really understand that, and they'll say, you want to be equal with me? Wow, well, this, that. But in actual fact, that is not the way it is. It's only that we are asking for inclusion, inclusiveness. That is it.
Thank you very much, Bisola. Let's go into another area. What women should be fighting for in this country? So hydra-headed that it's like living the ideal for the yet unattainable. For instance, we hear about sexual assault against girls, minors, every time.
Yes.
We hear about domestic violence against women all the time. All these are so rife across the country. But most unfortunately, you have abandoned them to all those to pursue equality, gender equality. Which one is more sensible?
Protecting ourselves, I would say, is priority. While on the other hand, going after ambition is also important. But where the lacuna is are many. For victims, start from those who were assaulted. A girl child, I'll paint a scenario. A girl child has been assaulted, and such case was reported, the perpetrator arrested. You expect that the next thing to do is for such a perpetrator to be arraigned and brought before the law and then sentenced accordingly. But you just discover that by the time the following day, being that they have told you this person will be sent to court on the Monday, whatever, blah blah blah, and then you go there on the next day that okay, what time will be the case you are charging to court? You find out that they have released the perpetrator, and then you begin to ask why. Then they tell you this and that. You just find out that somehow the person has used connection, man no man, to bring the case out of the police security agency's office. They have like offered to pay the victim's family compensation, and then in the event while those ones try to say no, they threaten them, or they even stylishly they stigmatize the victim that you better take it, or otherwise your daughter is already labeled and this and that and stuff. As an organization who supports women, who is into women advocacy, we are for the children, the women and vulnerable. We have so many cases that has become frustrating when it gets to that part of the sector of the state, even at the country at large. So now this is now it. And I said, okay. So I believe why some people, women feel if that trying to nip to bud harassment is like taking a long route, it shows we still need policies to be put in place that will make the process of acquitting a perpetrator very fast. You just, once you commit this thing, probably there is now a law that said they castrate any man. Yes, that sexually assaults a girl child, because it's unimaginable. You will hear an adult, full-blown adult, sexually harassing a minor as much as 6 years old, 7 years old.
Months.
Some men are
6 months old.
Then you begin to wonder what really is wrong, what is happening, and it's so how do I say, so sad to know that this thing is now present. Every day you get to read news of sexual harassment, by rape, assault, aside from battering and stuff. Then you begin to wonder, what is the way forward? Now, if the stakeholders are like making the process difficult, this is where we need to rely on the government. Let's have a policy that we say, you do this, they will just castrate you straight. So when we have 1, 2 examples of those who are used, I tell you, all those nonsense those men, they will put all their thing properly. They will stop harassing the girl child. So that is that. But then, despite the fact that you live every day, you do things every day, surely you will drink water.
Look, you have been talking against the randy daddies.
The randy men.
Or the randy daddies or men as
I can't say daddies.
You have
They are not daddies.
You have not talking about how to curb indecent dressing among our
you are just bringing another topic.
No,
we will still address it.
To be addressed as a daddy, it takes a lot of things.
It's
yes.
responsibility.
It entails a lot of things. Yes,
he's a man that is responsible.
I'm talking about dressing that attract sexual hassles.
Yes, I don't know how men say it, but some will be claiming that is the way a lady or a female dress that arouse them. I don't understand it. Seriously.
How about a baby?
What about the baby? Okay, if
the babies
a 6-year-old, are you trying to tell me that a 6-year-old,
yes,
the way a 6-year-old dress turns you on?
Or 3-year-old.
Or 3-year-old
girl.
It turns you on.
Girl.
No, let's be reasonable about this, because I still don't understand that narrative of is the way the girl dressed, she dressed indecently. Why are they not going after those girls that stay by the wayside that dress indecently? We know those who dress indecently. Let's fight them. In fact, I was telling someone that it's that time we put up a campaign against indecent dressing.
Ah, that's good.
Particularly in Osun. Ìpínlẹ̀ Ọmọlúàbí, this is the land of the virtuous. We don't want such. If you want to dress it, when we were growing up, there are places they call red zone. You want to see them, indecent, you go to that place.
Yes.
I think the home of indecency.
Dead of the night is your business. But not in broad daylight now. The other day I was at Ajegunle. A girl was passing. I just saw people whispering, and I wanted to cross from one side to the other in front of the police
Station.
Yeah, police station. So I was now wondering why are people were just staring to a particular side. So I now had to turn to look at that kilo shell, so that you know, in case you need to move, you know what action to take. Then I saw that they were looking at a girl. She had a skin she can't even bend up to 5%. As she was walking, the cloth was gliding up. And after crossing to the median, in the middle, and now stood. Luckily, she walked towards where I am. I said, "You are very ugly." She was shocked.
Yeah.
Because she expected me to praise her, and she was actually beautiful. But because she was dressing that way, I said, "You are very ugly."
Right.
That is why people are looking at you like this. No, Mokolele. Where are you going? I'm going to offer. I said, it's even not right that you are going to offer a Muslim community settlement and you are dressed like this. Abba now, Abba. Abba no, we went to school. It's not right. From that point, she became very uncomfortable. I told her, "I'm sorry, you are feeling this way, but the truth is the truth."
Yeah.
I told her, I said, "See, I remember in I think it was 1996. I was on my way to my hometown, you know, so we were waiting to take a bus, and then there was this girl coming. I don't know where she was coming from. Two of them, they are Ajegunle boys. You know, it wasn't even the era of media. They just started shouting, "Ajegunle!" to the other girls, so they embarrassed them.
Yeah.
I was even ashamed as a female person, but nobody could stop them. It was a woman that was selling basket or something that now took from what she was selling to give the girls to wear on top of the skimpy clothes they wore. 1996. I will never forget that incident. I got back to my school and I told my girls in my hostel, I said, "You people, if you are going through Ajegunle Osogbo, you better don't wear nonsense. They will disgrace you."
Yeah.
And it worked around that time because you stop seeing all those. But now with the technology and etc., you know, it's like they are taking it out. The fashion in the Western world, they are bringing it. It is not our culture. We are not used to seeing people's nudity. Nudity, and then it's so annoying. But like they say, it's them that took their money to market to buy what they want. Fine, we are not saying don't go to market to buy what you don't want. But we now saying we are going to start a campaign against indecent dressing.
Yes.
Emma for Waloju.
And I think that will be more appropriate
Yes.
than
Yes.
this gender equality thing.
No, you see, don't get
course.
it. Of course, it's part of
There
the process.
there are two different things.
We are saying, okay, now wait. Let me put my narration this way. We are saying gender equality, equal opportunities, etc., etc. Now, the organization that initiated this thing, even when they come, there are times they have representatives. They have representatives across the country, and you organize the program and they come. The funny thing is, they are always modest in their dressing. So appearance shows the manner. They are modest. You see me like this, you want to talk to me anyhow? No. Now, look at the way I'm dressed. Do I look like someone anybody can stop and talk to anyhow? That is what we are saying. So it's the way you dress that you be addressed.
Yeah.
And most of this youth, this Gen Z, they are getting so carried away with all this nonsense they see negatively. They are not imbibing the positive. But instead, they are copying the negative aspects.
Yeah.
which is wrong and which is making us to be afraid of their future. That will they now start working with bikinis when it's their turn? A woman doesn't have to be exposed before you know you are beautiful. You are beautiful. A woman is beautiful naturally, irrespective of your shades or color. You are beautiful. So that's what we are saying. And then you are saying Hydra head. While we are agitating that we don't want we don't want rape and stuff, we want end to assault, to harassment, to rape on our agenda. We are saying we want equal rights, equal opportunities. And then at the same time, we have to have ambition. If you are giving us education, you have right access to education. We go to school just like a man. Or even if it's not full education, Nigeria Constitution says there's a level of education qualification you can attain to venture into politics. So you want to go into business? Of course, we have successful women who are into business. So what stops us from also vying for a particular post as women? Nothing stops us, except we stop ourselves. I do say it. There's nothing a woman cannot do if she sets her mind to it. So that's what I bring for that analysis, that despite the fact that you are hungry, it's food you need. At the same time, you still drink water, even you have eaten that food. So that your Hydra description is like that.
Thank you very much.
Yes, I'll start from where he stopped. He was talking about women empowerment and equal rights.
Yes.
What do you think about our equal rights? I'm not talking about empowerment. I'm still coming to that. But equal rights, that is with the male counterparts. What do you think? Is there any close?
I can say, let me know. I will not use politics for the equal rights. Okay. But in other aspects, let's use the academia word. And like for now, we can say it's like the rate of, let me use rate of 35% to 65. It's still high. The men are still giving more opportunities than women. They is still right. Even here in our own sector, the media, thank God that they are now respecting us, the women. Yeah. We work the same hours as gentlemen of the press and even ladies of the press. We get to work the same number of hours. We get to go for the same assignments. That we even have females, because I know there was a time I was with the print media that they will send me to the hot zone, risk zone, that Misola, go and do the copy, go and cover this thing, bring everything you get there. So it's now on me to like protect myself while doing that assignment. They did not say, because you are a woman, you stay in the office. No. You have to go. Security. Not with security. There is no security. Media work is just that it has its good side. It's also risk prone, especially during campaign season and stuff. During election time, you get exposed to risk. So it's now up to you that while you are working, be alert. In case anything happens, you get to, use your leg
and your brain.
And your brain. Run with your leg. Use your head to calculate your movement. So that in case you run this way, you won't run into where they have stationed themselves, and then you'll be able to escape freely. So there is no difference on what we do. So to honest, I can say the opportunities are numerous, but is not yet still equal. While that pace is slow, this is where I will use, just like he said, that his father used to say, we still have men who still refer to their fathers, that my own father, he doesn't believe a woman should talk when men are talking. My own father, just like he said it to someone too will tell you, my own father does not believe a woman should work. The kitchen is where a woman's place is, our office. Some will say, my own father, it is primary 6 that you are entitled to all your education, primary 6, gaskia. Some will say, my own father doesn't allow women to dance. My own father does not believe that a woman should expose her face. You can only cover up, you know. Even if you are not Muslim, you use hijab. Just dress, cover your head.
Yeah, exactly.
So we say
Cover
my
your
father
head.
doesn't allow a woman's head to be open like this. It is only
Or
for
to
him.
wear trousers.
Or to wear trousers. My own father. So we still have men like that. That when they are now in position, it's now difficult for them to allow a woman to occupy a certain position that they know that she will perform better than her male counterpart. So that is the way it is.
Okay, let's move on to the empowerment aspect of it. Empowerment. Are women empowered? Are we not used for all these political rallies and campaigns? Even they will promise us during political rallies and campaigns that don't worry, we'll do this for you. But at the end of it, we won't see anything. I mean, maybe some may see something, but it won't be that much. How about empowerment? How do we get? How are we going to be financially free?
This empowerment thing, I do tell people when we get to talk that all this one that we are relying on for the government, relying on the government to empower everyone. The government cannot do it alone. And then you have to, some will believe that whatever organization they work for, that organization must be able to empower them. Even the organization has an extent that you can empower. So we now have non-governmental organizations that do various programs to empower women. Just like Now Watch of recent, we did one too. You know, when we had our Southwest program, we had to look for multiple sources of income for our members, because it's not easy relying on salaries alone. So we brought in someone who is into fish farming to teach to empower our women on how to do small-scale fishing in their homes, and they can sell and get money. And someone was brought in to teach them how to do a direct batik making. It was a very interesting.
And
our
soap
members
making
are too. And soap making. Our members are even asking now that please, we have to invite those people again, because they didn't expect that it would be something so easy for them to venture into. So the next one now we are looking at how to make Iru and this. You know, there are so many products that we can use as a MSI for us journalists. It's not, because we know now that we can't go into business full time, but we have small ones that we can use. So that's another part of empowerment. And then I put it to you that if nobody outside is empowering you, why are you not empowering yourself? Some people will prefer to ask for urgent 2K, and then they will use it for something else to eat. Let me tell you one funny joke. There was a scenario, it actually happened anyway. Someone came to meet me where I think we were at a program, we went for a program in Abuja, and then the person came to meet me and said, "Auntie, I've not eaten all day, this blah blah blah." She had a smaller girl with her, and I said, Then I had left the hotel to go and eat outside, because the place in that hotel was very expensive. So I said, "Where are you?" She now said, they also came from that program from another state. Okay, that they are lodged in the hotel. I said, "Good, let's go and eat together." She said, "No, that I should give her whatever I have." And I said, "There are two of them." Okay, and I decided to do, the girl is good, and I gave her money.
It's good to do charity.
It's good to do charity. Yes. Me and now left. I went to eat outside. All this, you know, mama put.
Yes.
On my way back, my colleagues in the same hotel, they said they could afford that restaurant. And I said that they are in the restaurant to that she come and meet them.
Join them.
Lo and behold, when I entered the restaurant, the person me I gave money to go and manage was also in the restaurant, eating food that me I felt was expensive.
Yes,
that I felt is not, it doesn't make sense. Why should I spend 18,000 on a plate of food when I can actually eat with less than 5,000 by the roadside? And then I met her eating a plate. I just burst into laughter that look at ourselves. So I will now. So the scenario is like that. People will ask for support for empowerment. You will be given, but they will not use it for the purpose, thereby frustrating the person that has helped them. So if another person now goes to such person, share the person will empower such. They won't. So, but for women who know what they are doing, that they will choose to see if nobody is helping me, let me just rely on God and my strength. I have seen someone start a business with as low as 5,000 naira, and that business today, in fact, for those of us who know our history, I keep wondering, look at how multiple, our shop is so full. Imagine saying, she wants to extend it. This, that. There was a day I went there and she was arguing with the caretaker on the space. She has used the space outside. And he was saying, no, you have to pay for the space. I said, and you 5,000 you'll be forced, because come later, you know the distance you have to, as a customer. It's not that what I want to buy is not by my house, but because any year to encourage her, since she has choose to like you know, so it's like that. So if government, if your family will not empower you, if government will not empower you, the truth is bitter. Yes, empower yourself. That is it. It's just like someone who was giving education to an extent, and you now decide to stop there. But you know, you can get, there are people who will encourage you to go to school, get more knowledge. In the process, you will definitely meet people who will help you to progress. That is it. But you can't stay inside your house and expect empowerment to come and meet you there. No, now I heard as you say, it is on the street. Italowa money. Oririn is when you're walking, when you are going wherever you are going. When you meet people, that is where you meet someone who will help you. That is where you.
Yes, in Yoruba land, women have their place, and they dare not go beyond it. For example, if you get to Ekiti, Ondo State, and parts of Ijesha land, traditionally people or women are made regents, are not kings or queens, as it were. That is our culture. And when regents are there, most of the time they perform better than even the supportive Oba. Now, are you not looking to that direction? That at least if women are given opportunity, Yoruba will say, but unfortunately our culture may have been may have negatively affected women in that direction. Don't you see? Are you not looking into that direction too?
We have the women. We have. That's why I say we have women who are also capable to hold key positions. Just like you said, there are women regents. There's this thing about women. Now, if we get opportunity to hold the position, we want to make a difference, so that when we eventually leave that place, there will be referred to when this person was there. Oh my God, he did well. Her tenure was amazing. That is the way women are. We have women who are naturally born leaders. It's not until they become regents. Or whatever. But we have women that in their own capacity, you will still go and meet them, whatever you want to do.
Even in families.
In families, there are Margaret Thatchers like that, who stand more stronger than men, sorry to say. So there are women like that. So of course, we have that ambition that one day it will happen. Please write it down. One day, a woman will rule Nigeria.
Amen.
It will happen.
Yes.
Ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa láti bí ìṣẹ́jú díẹ̀ láti ń sọ èdè èbó, kí láti ń sọ, à ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa àyájọ́ ọjọ́ àwọn obìnrin lágbàáyé. Ohun tí wọ́n fi ṣe àkọmọ̀nà tọdún yìí ni gbígbé ìgbésẹ̀ láti rí wípé àwọn obìnrin náà rí owó mú ju tàtẹ̀yìnwá lọ ní àwùjọ àgbáyé tá a wà yìí. Ohun tí wọ́n fi ṣe àkọmọ̀nà tọdún yìí nù, ẹni tí a sì ti ń sọ̀rọ̀ pẹ̀lú rẹ̀ látàárọ̀, àwọn ni alága ẹgbẹ́ àwọn oníròyìn lóbìnrin nílẹ̀ Nàìjíríà ẹ̀ka ti ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun, Comrade Bisola Àríwódọ́lá and tí a bá wò bá a ṣe ń sọ látàárọ̀ wọ́n ti sọ̀rọ̀ lóríṣiríṣi ṣùgbọ́n kò ní dáa ká fárí apá kan ká dápá kan sí òun ni àfi ní káwa náà tún gbégbá ọ̀nà ká sọ èdè Yorùbá comrade Àríwódọ́lá tí a bá wo èdè ilẹ̀ Nàìjíríà yìí a rí wípé jútà tẹ̀yìn wá lọ àwọn obìnrin náà ti rọwọ́ wọn kọmíṣánná obìnrin a máa wà bó ti jẹ́ pé tí kọmíṣánná bá jẹ́ 10 obìnrin lè jẹ́ 2 inú wọn ń bọ̀ díẹ̀díẹ̀ náà nìyẹn àti láwọn igbákejì gómìnà tí wọ́n jẹ́ obìnrin àwọn orílẹ̀-èdè àgbáyé àti láàrin tó jẹ́ obìnrin orílẹ̀-èdè bíi Liberia ní gbogbo ṣé yẹn náà ò tó ni.
Ọlọ́run o ẹ wo bí tẹ́ ẹ ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ ẹ ní ju tàtẹ̀yìn wá lóòótọ́ àkọsílẹ̀ ìtàn ó fi hàn pé ní ìgbà kan àwọn obìnrin wà dáadáa ní ipò ní sáà àwọn kan tó yẹ pé wọ́n yan obìnrin sí ipò ó wà lákọsílẹ̀ ní ìgbà kan ju látẹ̀yìnwá bí ṣe sọ yẹn ò nìyẹn ṣùgbọ́n kí ló dé tí gbogbo ẹ̀ tún wá ń dínkù tó wá di pé àti fún obìnrin sípò ó tún wá di agbára káká kò yẹ kó rí bẹ́ẹ̀ a ti tẹ̀síwájú láti máa fi pé àdá obìnrin sí mọ́ a sì dẹ́yẹ sí wọn mọ́ àti fi wọ́n sípò nítorí náà ó yẹ kó tún máa dá sí ní kó máa pọ̀ sí kó ok ní ìgbà kan ilé ìgbìmọ̀ àpapọ̀ ní Àbújá dápẹ́ ní House of National Assembly àti House of Representatives ó ní obìnrin tó wà ń bẹ̀ ní ìgbà kan bẹ̀ ṣe sọ yẹn alóbìnrin tó bíyá 20-25 ṣùgbọ́n nísìnyí obìnrin mélòó ní lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ báyìí obìnrin mélòó ló wà ń bẹ̀ káwá wò wá sí ìjọba ìpínlẹ̀ káwá wò wá sí ìjọba ìbílẹ̀ obìnrin mélòó ló fi sí ojúlówó ipò kò yẹ kí tọ̀ta máa pa kó máa jẹ́ ní ìgbà kan ó yẹ ká máa sọ pé à ń tẹ̀síwájú ni pé a kó àwọn obìnrin mọ́ra ìfọwọ́sowọ́pọ̀ wà bá a ṣe ní ọkùnrin nípò la ní obìnrin nípò ní ọ̀rọ̀ tó yẹ ká máa sọ so that a lè di ìtàn lọ́la pé tọ́ lóòótọ́ ìtẹ̀síwájú ti wà fún àwọn obìnrin wọ́n ti fún wa ní àǹfààní wọ́n ti fún wa ní àyè láti rí i pé a wà nípò wọ́n ti fún wa láǹfààní láti mú ipò báyìí dání wọ́n ti ró wa lágbára láti ṣe lórí wọ́n dẹ̀ ti fún wa láàyè láti ṣe aṣojú àwọn obìnrin tó kù wa gbogbo ọ̀nà tàdé máa gbà ṣẹ́rí gbogbo wọn sọ pé ká gbégbèsè á ti ń gbégbèsè kó ipá àti ìgbégbèsè ṣùgbọ́n a nílò pé kó bá wa tẹra mọ́ ìgbésẹ̀ yìí kó má kàn jẹ́ pé ẹnu lásán ni àbí pé àkọsílẹ̀ lórí white paper lásán òní kọ́tà polongo.
ìgbàgbọ́ àwọn èèyàn rèé pé ibi tẹ́ mú dé yẹn náà dáa ṣùgbọ́n tó yẹ ká mójútó tó yẹ kó dàbí ẹni pé yẹ ká mójútó ni pé gbogbo ìgbà tá a bá kàwé ìròyìn á rí wípé bí ẹni pé bàbá àgbàlagbà kan fipá bá ọmọ kékeré kan lò ọkọ àtìyàwó jà gbogbo àwọn lọ́bẹ wọn nara wọn nínà ìyànú ilé àtàwọn bẹ́ẹ̀ tó jẹ́ bí ìdẹ́yẹ sí obìnrin pàápàá jùlọ àti ìwọ́sọ àwọn obìnrin náà jọ míì tá a bá wo àwọn ọmọ kéékèèké òde òní tẹ́lòmíì bá wọṣọ báyìí ẹ rò pé eégún aláré kan ló dé tẹ́lòmíì ò ní lè fo gọ́tà báyìí wọ́n sì pọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ káàkiri àgbáyé gbogbo ibẹ̀ àwọn èèyàn níbi tó yẹ kẹ́kọ́kọ́ tiẹ̀ ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ nu pé bẹ́ẹ̀ bá fọra yín mọ́ láti ilé bẹ́ẹ̀ bá wá bọ́ síta ẹnu yín ó kù.
ṣe rí ó dàbí màá fi àfiwé yẹn wé pé tá a bá jí láàárọ̀ a fọnu a kò wọṣọ àwa bọ́ta lọ a gbálẹ̀ a tún nílé a ṣiṣẹ́ kankan àtúnraṣe àwa bọ́ta lọ a lọ ṣe gbogbo nǹkan tá a fẹ́ ṣe níta àwa padà wọlé padà ẹjọ nǹkan tá a fi sílẹ̀ tá a ṣe yẹn a dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé kíní yìí ó di dandan ká ṣe tí ò bá sẹ́lòmíì nínú ilé tó máa ṣe kò ní sí àǹfààní fún wa láti rí ṣe ní àsìkò tó yẹ ká ṣe á padà wá ni ó ń lọ̀rọ̀ kíní yìí ṣe rí i pé ká máa sọ pé à ń polongo pé kó dẹ́kun lílo ọmọbìnrin ní ìlòkulò láti máa fi ipá bá ọmọbìnrin lò láti máa bẹ̀ẹ̀lù ìyàwó láti máa ṣe ìjàmbá fún ọmọdébìnrin tàbí fún obìnrin láti máa fi ọmọ tí ò tí tó yẹ kó lọ lé ọkọ láti máa rí pé tipátipá ló lọ lé ọkọ, láti rí pé àwọn ọmọ wa à fún wọn ní ẹ̀kọ́ ní àsìkò, à jẹ́ kí wọ́n ní àǹfààní sí gbogbo tó yẹ kí wọ́n ní gbogbo ìgbà gẹ́gẹ́ bó ṣe jẹ́ ẹ̀tọ́ wọn gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọmọ ènìyàn. ṣé ní gbogbo kínní tí wọ́n ṣe ń gbégbèsè tá ṣe ń gbégbèsè pé ẹ jọ̀ọ́ o ẹ má jẹ́ kó rí bẹ́ẹ̀, ẹ má jẹ́ kó ṣe, síbẹ̀síbẹ̀ ó dàbí pé ó tún fẹ́ máa pọ̀ sí i. ṣùgbọ́n ibi tọ́rọ̀ ìwà dé dúró àwa nítorí pé à ń polongo ilé ká má tún mójútó nǹkan míì, ó lọ́rọ̀ kínní yìí o, gbogbo nǹkan là ń mójútó, ṣùgbọ́n nǹkan tá a wò pé ó tún lè jẹ́ kí a lè tètè kọ́wọ́ ọmọ yẹn báṣọ nípa gbogbo ìlòkulò obìnrin àti ká máa gbógun tó obìnrin, òun ni kí ìjọba bá wa ṣe àkọsílẹ̀ tó máa dá sẹ̀ríà ní kíákíá fún ẹnikẹ́ni tó bá ṣe ìjàmbá fọ́mọbìnrin tàbí fún obìnrin, tó ẹnikẹ́ni tó bá lo ọmọbìnrin ní ìlòkulò tàbí ẹnikẹ́ni tó bá fi ẹ̀tọ́ ọmọbìnrin tó bá fi dùn, torí economic denial nísìnyí harassment ni. ìjọba ní ìwé kan àpilẹ̀kọ kan tí a ń pè ní Violence Against Persons Prohibition Act VAP law. a nílò pé VAP law yìí kí wọ́n bá wa fà á jáde kó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní lò dáadáa. ṣe tó bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní lo VAP law yìí tàbí kó ṣe òfin pé ẹnikẹ́ni àbí ọkùnrin kankunrin tó bá fi ipá bá ọmọdébìnrin lò pọ̀ ọmọ ọdún 6 àbọ̀ ọmọ ọwọ́ mi tó gbé kalẹ̀, ẹnikẹ́ni tó bá fi agídí bóbìnrin lò pọ̀ kọ́ da lábẹ́.
kí wọ́n tẹ̀ lọ́dà.
wọ́n ní tẹ̀ lọ́dà kọ́ da lábẹ́. tó bá ti ní àríkàtọ́sí kan tàbí ìkejì, olúkálukú àwọn ọkùnrin tí ó kù díẹ̀ tí làákàyè wọn ò pé wọ́n á kọ́wọ́ ọmọ wọn bá ṣọ ìyẹn báyẹn. so nítorí náà tí a mọ̀ pé ìyẹn lápá kan ni, lódì kejì náà ó di dandan wípé ká rí pé gbogbo nǹkan tá a fẹ́ tá bá ń mójútó yẹn nìkan tá bá mójútó ti ọ̀rọ̀ ti ìta náà wàhálà ni ó máa jẹ́, pé gbogbo ohun tí a fẹ́ a gbọ́dọ̀ rí pé bá ṣe ń polongo ẹ̀, ìjọba o ẹ fún wa ní àǹfààní o, ìjọba o ẹ ró wa lágbára o, gbogbo yẹn náà la gbọ́dọ̀. so a lè dúró sójú kan, a mọ̀ kọ́mọlùbọ́, a mọ̀ ṣe lọ́tún lọ́sì ní tí gbogbo ohun tí a fẹ́ tí a fi bọ́ sí ní etí à ń polówó ẹ̀.
gẹ́gẹ́ bí a tẹ̀sí ń ṣe àyájọ́ àwọn obìnrin ní àgbáyé, a mọ̀ pé àwọn kùdìẹ̀kudiẹ kan wà lọ́rọ̀ àwa obìnrin. ǹjẹ́ báwo ni ẹ ṣe lè rò pé a ṣe lè kọwọ́ ẹ̀bọ aṣọ, àti wípé kí ni àwọn ètò tí ẹ ti gbé kalẹ̀ ní àárín ọ̀sẹ̀ yìí fún àwa obìnrin?
ẹ ṣeun. ṣe rí gẹ́gẹ́ bí àjọ oníròyìn obìnrin, ohun táwa gan ti ṣe ó ti pọ̀ kó tó di pé máa sọ ti ètò yìí. mo ti sọ ní èdè Gẹ̀ẹ́sì, màá tó sáré tó sọ ní èdè tiwantiwa pé àwa gan ṣe ìrónilágbára fún àwọn ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ wa tí à lè máa lò láti rí i pé ó mú enítere èjìtere enítere èjìtere wá sí àpò wa, torí a gbàgbọ́ wípé ibi tí orílẹ̀-èdè ń lọ nísìnyí, ohun tá à ń gbà gẹ́gẹ́ bí ẹ̀tọ́ wa níparí oṣù bíi sálárì kò tó mọ́, torí gbogbo nǹkan òun ló ti wọ́n. so àwa gan láìpẹ́ yìí kò tí ì tó bí 1 month náà tá a ṣe ìrónilágbára fáwọn obìnrin wa bá ṣe lè máa sin ẹja nínú ẹ̀kúlé wa, tó yẹ pé ẹ̀dẹ̀ níbi tó máa tà á sí, ibi tó máa ti rà á, bó ṣe máa sìn ibi tó máa tà á sí tó fi máa rí owó, bá ṣe lè máa ṣe àdìrẹ Kampala, ibi tẹ́ ti máa ra èlò ẹ̀, bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe máa kọ́ wa bá ṣe máa ṣe ibi tá a máa ọjà náà tí a máa tà sí, ìyẹn la ṣe. ṣe wá rí fún àjọ̀dún tá à ń ṣe yìí, a wá wò pé àsìkò tó a ní ká accelerate action, àwa tá ti wà tá ti jóbìnrin ó rọrùn fún wa láti gbégbèsè, ṣùgbọ́n àwọn ọmọdébìnrin wa tí wọ́n sì wà nílé ìwé láwo pásìkò tó láti lọ bá wọn pé ẹ̀yin ọmọ wa, ẹ̀yin ọmọdébìnrin, ẹ̀yin lọ́jọ́ ọ̀la, àsìkò tó láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní fún yín ní ìdánilẹ́kọ̀ọ́ láti máa mọ gbogbo ohun tẹ́ máa ṣe lóòrèkóòrè ohun tó tọ́ sí ìrè gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọmọdébìnrin ẹ̀kọ́ yín ṣe pàtàkì bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe máa gbégbèsè rẹ̀ òun ni àjọ nawaj là á ṣe lọ sí àwọn iléèwé ní tó wà ní Ọ̀ṣun bẹ̀rẹ̀ látọjọ́ Monday òun la pè ní sensitization program on accelerate progress àti mú àwọn iléèwé tá a fẹ́ lọ ká lè fi ṣe pé àwọn obìnrin la dojú kọ àwọn iléèwé tó jẹ́ kìkì obìnrin nípínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun lóṣogbo bíbáyìí láti fẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ bíi girls school ní Gbódòfọ̀ àti unity school bẹ́ẹ̀ ni all girls ibẹ̀ láti máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ ìkéde wa pé a fẹ́ ìgbésẹ̀ ti wa táwa gbé òun ni pé ẹ̀yin ọmọdébìnrin ẹ̀yin lọ́jọ́ ọ̀la wa bí ẹ ṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní máa gbé ìgbésẹ̀ yín lélẹ̀ òun ni ọ̀rọ̀ ìdánilẹ́kọ̀ọ́ yẹn dúró lé lórí àbákan náà a máa fún wọn láǹfààní láti sọ̀rọ̀ ṣe pé àwọn ọmọ yẹn wọ́n ní ọ̀rọ̀ nínú
bẹ́ẹ̀ ni o
àwọn náà wọ́n lè sọ̀rọ̀ wọ́n lè béèrè ìbéèrè àwa náà a lè sọ fún wọn pàápàá jùlọ ṣe rí ìdánilẹ́kọ̀ọ́ wa nǹkan tí mo tún fẹ́ fà yọ torí pé ṣe mọ̀ pé Gen Z àbí Gen Z
ni wọ́n
ní generation wọn ṣe rí ìta mẹ́nubà lẹ́ẹ̀kan pé ìwọ̀kuwọ̀ yẹn àti dẹ́kun ìwọ̀kuwọ̀ ó wà lára nǹkan tá a máa bá wọn sọ pé ẹ dákun ẹ mọ́kàn mọ́ múra bí kọ́mọ ránṣẹ́ sí ìyá yín nílé ṣọmọ ilé yóò níyà ni nígbà tẹ́mi wà ní ẹgbẹ́ tí má máa jáde tí má máa wọṣọ mo lè wọ ṣòkòtò èmi dẹ̀ láìkì mo fẹ́ràn ṣòkòtò tí má wọ ẹ̀wù sórí ẹ̀ tí ò bá kọjá ṣòkòtò yẹn sísàlẹ̀ màá ní wọ́n máa búyà mi o màá lọ bọ́ màá wọ̀ mí ṣùgbọ́n ẹ̀rọ ọmọ mi gan ibi ni ẹ̀wù adé mo ti wo ti sú mi òun ni mo yẹ sọ pé lára ohun tí ìgbékalẹ̀ táwa gan fẹ́ nísìnyí tá a fẹ́ gbé kalẹ̀ lọ́sùn gẹ́gẹ́ bí oníròyìn obìnrin pé a fẹ́ máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ ìpolongo láti dẹ́kun ìwọ̀kuwọ̀ ẹ̀yin obìnrin ẹ̀yin ọmọdébìnrin ọjọ́ ọ̀la ẹ mọ̀ wọ ìwọ̀kuwọ̀ àti ìrìnkúrìn Jésù ṣàánú ni Ọlọ́run ṣàánú kò yé mi o àìṣe rí ìrìnkúrìn yẹn èmi ó máa dọ́gbọ́n sọ pé àwọn òbí mi ló fa o láìpẹ́ ìmọ̀ pàdé ọmọ kan ó ṣàlàyé gbogbo nǹkan èèyàn kan ló kàn pé mi pé kinní kan bá yá jọ ọgbà tí mo rí ọmọ ọdún mélòó ni ẹ ó ní ọmọ ọdún méjìdínlógún náà
kò tí kéré jù láti
ìgbà tó rẹ boyfriend mi lù mí ó gba fóònù mi ó ṣe ó wá tójọ́ mo níjọ mo fẹ́ béèrè stupid question kan ó bá ní kí nìyẹn mo ní kí ló dé tó ṣe ní boyfriend.
bẹ́ẹ̀ ni nà ọmọ 18.
ní 18 years tèmi bọ́bọ̀ yẹn fẹ́ lọlé lọ sọ débi pé ó wá ń tojọ́ yẹn pé boyfriend ẹ̀hún yẹn grandma òun mọ̀ dùn náà wọ́n á wò ó pé generation yìí àmọ̀ ti ṣe nǹkan o why wọ́n ní you can wọ́n ní sori priority ẹ̀ at this age òun kọ́ ni ètò ra wọlé yìí yes you can have friends o lè láwọn ọ̀rẹ́ but
male friends
for heaven abba na àwa náà dàgbà oríta dẹ̀ ti ṣe wé kó kúrò bẹ́ẹ̀ we know how we were raised báwo ló ṣe máa lọ lé lọ sọ pé boyfriend mi ìwọ ọmọ tó ṣe wà ní school so ìgbà tó ń ta sọ̀rọ̀ lọ́sọ̀rọ̀ bọ̀ ó dáa ọkàn mi kàn ní bèrè pé èló ló máa ń àwọn làwọn òbí ẹ̀ máa ń fi ránṣẹ́ sí ẹ ó bá ní every month ló máa ń fowó ránṣẹ́ wọlé every month èló ló bá ní 10,000 èmi àtẹnitájọ wà tó pè mí adẹ̀wọ́jú ara wa mo dẹ̀ lanú lẹ̀.
ọjọ́ kọ̀ọ̀kan máa jẹ́ èlò bẹ́ẹ̀ bóyá 200 300.
nice ẹ tún bá ṣe lọ́jọ́ kọ̀ọ̀kan.
ó tọ́ ìbò ti rò ó.
ẹ ṣeun láti
àárọ̀. sọ ṣe ti ní pé àwọn òbí àwọn náà wọ́n bù kéré tó bá ṣe pé mójútó àwọn ọmọ gbogbo àwọn ọmọ yẹn bá bá ṣe tọ́ wọn ni o ọmọ tẹ bá tọ́ pé o ò ní ìdàtí lójú kòkòrò o ò dẹ̀ ní ìdàtí rìnrìnkúrìn kó tó di pé wàá lè jẹ wàá lè mu of course wọ́n máa dúró bẹ́ẹ̀ bá ṣe tọ́ wọn lọ́ṣẹ̀ máa but ọmọ tí ẹ̀ bá ti tọ́ tí ẹ kọ̀ fílẹ̀ kó máa ṣe nǹkan tó wù kó máa wà bí àgbàlagbà máa sọ fáwọn ọmọ kékeré don't be in a hurry to grow up when you grow up you will be regretting that you didn't enjoy your childhood.
Yes.
So don't be in a hurry to grow up at your young age. Don't do what adults should do. Do what you should do
at that time.
At that time, as a young girl, as a young boy, when it's time, you will do what aṣọ ìgbàlà ń dá fúngbà. Ẹ má kánjú dàgbà. Ẹ rọra mọ gbé ìgbésẹ̀ yín.
Ẹ ṣeun. Láti ìṣẹ́jú díẹ̀ láti ń bá alága ẹgbẹ́ àwọn oníròyìn lóbìnrin nípínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun láti ń bá wọn fọ̀rọ̀ jomitoro ọ̀rọ̀ lórí àyájọ́ ọjọ́ àwọn obìnrin lágbàáyé èyí tí wọ́n ṣe gbogbo ọ̀sẹ̀ yìí. A sì dúpẹ́ pé wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ gẹ́gẹ́ bí aṣáájú obìnrin láwùjọ. Comrade Bísọ́lá Arìwódọ́lá, ẹ káàbọ̀, ẹ sì ṣeun pé àpèyìn ẹ wá. Bùnmi.
Yes, I would like to appreciate Oshun Awash, chairperson and person of Comrade Bísọ́lá Arìwódọ́lá, and we believe you oblige us. When next we call on you to feature in this program, we really appreciate you, and the station too. The management of the station appreciates you as well.
It's my pleasure. Thank you.
So we'll be moving away from this segment to some others after this break. Stay tuned.